share my screen. All right. Here you go. I'm just trying to get some info out there. If anybody else is looking to get together later on, we can hook up on whatever Zoom or something. But just trying to get some information out. I want you guys to see some of this. And I believe that this should be seen by a lot. You need to tell uh, people. I'm in my 50s, so I feel like Generation X, Christians, everybody really needs to hear it. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what race you are, nothing. This affects all Americans and everybody around the world. So if you go to my site, firedupamerican2020.com, right on the front page, because if we do this on YouTube, they take everything down. So we're going to try this a little differently here. So if you go here, you see Wake Up America, right? All right. This is all stuff from the past. Everything I found is they've told us this in the past. We already know what's going on, and nobody's paying attention. So Kennedy knew this was going to happen, and what did they do? They killed him. So if you go to this first video, I'm going to try not to take all day because I want you guys to see a little bit of this, but you guys have to invest your time. I have a lot of time and stuff invested in information. I have to update a little bit more, but this one right here starts out right off the hop. When we're born, we are still to this day put into the birth certificate system that is run through the Vatican and through the government and everything else, but it's run still through under maritime law. So if you start watching this movie, it'll explain how when you're born and you come into this world, when you're done, everything is sent over and they know who you are when you're born, how much you're probably going to make for the rest of your life, and then they sell you on the stock market. Watch this video. It'll explain a lot. It also explains more about stuff about 9/11, stuff about the Constitution, and that we've been lied to for a very long time. And they know, we know they're lying. They know they're lying. It goes back and forth. Well, finally, we got to stop with the lies because this stuff is going on. Well, in the first video right here, you watch it. And at one point, the guy's going to explain to you that somebody saved the flag in 1999. And that would be this guy right here. And if you watch this guy's video, he will explain to you how we don't even have a constitution right now. But nobody seems to know this. So these two items I had found in the last few weeks. And then I also was looking. There's more stuff going on. Let me see if I got this one here. No, this wasn't the one that I had. Okay. I also put under here, I have a PDF. You click on it, it'll open up. Go on there, it'll show you what's going on. Project Bluebird. You click on the link, it'll take you. All right. So I'm trying to, certain stuff, I made it as easy as possible for people to try and follow. All right. Then let's hear. We're going to go a little deeper here. If you really want to know what's going on here, you want to take the red pill, people tell everybody we're at this point, man. If you don't take this, I don't know what to tell you anymore. You're sitting here not paying attention to anything. You have to empty out your mind totally and start. The bottle isn't half full. The bottle isn't half empty. The bottle is not even there. Start from scratch. We've been lied to so long. You need to open your mind to accept anything that's going to come in front of you, because there's a lot that's going to be coming in front of you. So this here, if you walk through my site, it'll at least wake you up a little bit, I think. Maybe more than a little bit. But if you look right here, take the red pill, right? this guy here will explain to you all about, he looks like a crazy guy. Well, this guy knows a lot of stuff that's going on. You pay attention to him, he'll explain a few things to you. And then move down here, and he will be talking about the money. And then here's the money part. If you go down a little bit more, it'll explain to you how on all the dollar bills from the single up to, I think it's the 100, all have September 11th, the 9/11 Twin Towers collapsing within the buildings, within the money. See, there's the towers. So if you watch that, that'll open you up a little bit more. Now, if you want to go a little further, here we go. Now, Prince told us back then, do not.
It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix.
Listen to him.
There's a war going on, the battlefields in the mind. And the prize is the soul.
The soul. You hear that? The soul. Remember that.
It's cool to get on the computer.
This is a big part to that. All right, here you go. Now you want to continue down the rabbit hole. Now we're going to continue. Here, now we can do this a few different ways. You can go along. I think I do have to fix one of them, but you have to go back to the history of what's going on in the world. There's the History Channel has been putting up new stuff every single day. And over the last 5 years, they've updated. When Trump was in office, they updated a lot of history stuff that a lot of people are now clicking on and seeing. There's different things going on. There's history that you need to learn about the country, about certain monuments and other stuff. I'm going to keep going. Flat Earth, it's in the Bible. It's very controversial. I'm not sure, but it is in the Bible. And everything that I started to look up here, I started to look for the truth. I started in the Bible, and it took me to the Jewish version of the Old Testament, the original. And now it's taken me even further down the rabbit hole. I have now found the Gospel of Q. So for people who say this doesn't exist, it's all there. Hollywood, I think it's the one I got to work on, right? Let me see something. Yes. But there's some Masonic stuff here and religions. This is the biggest one. You guys got to realize there's so many religions in the world. That's where they separated us. Everything they've lied to us. If you go back to the late 1800s, early 1900s, before 1930, is when they started lying to us in all the school systems and hiding stuff. And unless you really had the knowledge to go look, or the amount of money or whatever, you would not find the knowledge that you were looking for. So, all right. So that was done there. Now I'm going to go back. This is my other page that I like people to really go to, because I started this site for the 9/11 memorial kind of I was there. So this has been something that's been on my mind for 20 years. So just like it said there, color didn't matter then. We were all Americans. Now they've separated us, the whole country and the world, everything. They've done so much to us. It's unbelievable. But this is when I went. I just wanted to put something up there, but I have stuff here that people said they've never seen. So there's a few videos on here and some of these pictures here, but this picture right here, I found a few years after September 11th, but it's resurfaced now. And if you look what that says, Donald Rumsfeld stole money, right? People keep saying, what are you talking about? Well, let's go down the rabbit hole here. Here we go. So I have a few videos in here. I'm not going to play them. Here's another one, the money again, they talk about. But division, how they divided us. And then there's videos that'll show you original videos and the fake videos that the news put out on September 11th. People have now, over the last few years, found stuff, but they keep it hidden. More and more info is coming out. I haven't updated this page in a couple weeks, maybe about a month before September 11th or so. And I can add another 20 pictures and about 5 more videos I'm going to have to get on here. But there's another reason I like this page. I want you guys to watch some videos. And then when you come over to here, this is going to explain everything going on about when you were watching the first video. And this will explain to you about NESARA and how the real reason for 9/11 was not to let this go through. And this would have taken the whole America out of poverty and all stuff. And they didn't want that. They wanted us run into the ground. We're going to work till we die. That's the plan, man. Truth is out there. It's called a conspiracy theory because they keep saying it's a conspiracy. And then they say, but it's a theory. But when you have the facts, it's a conspiracy theory factuality. How's that? Try that one, pal. All right. We all know what went on here. We know what happened on 9/11. Israel was there. If you start looking through some of these pictures here, I got explained to you the sinking of the Titanic, how that was tied to banking. It's all tied to banking here. Titanic, Pearl Harbor. JFK was going to announce it, and they killed him. And then 9/11 did it one more time. So they keep playing with us over and over and over. And this is the main part here. You guys need to use this all the time. I know it says vote Democrat, but really, the human brain goes 24/7. I try to get as much information in me as possible. Right now, I average 10 to 14 hours a day. Some days a little less, some days a little more, but that's an average. So when people tell you stuff is not happening, there is stuff happening all the time. So to confirm, so if you guys can't say, no, this wasn't what it is here, all the wars go to the banking. Look, the 1900s, everything. All the wars were funded by the banking from the 1900s on. This is the vaccines. Here's some of the main things here. Here's your Constitution. It is impossible for the law to violate the Constitution when it's valid. There's a law, and all laws are repugnant to the Constitution that are null and void. Marbury versus Madison. I heard that whoever puts that into the courts, it's an unbeatable. It's impossible to beat it because basically your laws are given to you by God. So they can't beat God. And that's why they don't want you to know a lot of this stuff that's on this page right now that I'm about to tell you. So I'm going to do this for a little bit longer. I got to run, but I wanted people to see this. Here, everybody talks about giving yourself if we don't got to do the vax, you get the up the nose. Well, back in the day, and all this stuff goes back to Egyptian time, everything. Right now, you have to go back to Egyptian time to see some of the stuff that's going on because they're using zodiac symbols. They're using so much stuff from ancient times right now that if you paid attention, you'll see it all involved in everything that's going on. Symbolism, it has a lot to do with it too. All right, so let me see, where else can I go from here? Oh, there's a few videos and stuff here. There you go, conspiracy factualist. All right, let's go here. Freedom. This is what everybody's giving up. They don't seem to want this. They came here back in the day. Why? Because they didn't want to be a servant, a person who agrees to work for a set time. They wanted to rule, power to rule oneself. We were pure religion, oneself. That's what they wanted when you came here. God gave it to us. No one else can rule over to you. That's why we came to America. And it was for pure religion. That's another one that I'm going to talk about with the shots. Pure religion, spirit, soul. As soon as you get that shot, you're done. You're giving parts of your body away. And under your Bill of Rights, they have no reason to do it. But nobody's paying attention. It's all here. Put it this way, even everything they show you on television, everybody, television. They're telling you what they want you to see. Bottom line. Here, to control the government, to control exactly what people think government. Govern meant the mind, to control the mind. Let's go, people. Come on. You people got to get this, man. So if you guys look, I'm just making this real short, just trying to help people get, because people are like, I sent a few people to this site, and I'm not looking for people to go. I'm trying to give information out. I'm trying to help people see what's going on, because there's a lot going on. My next time I'm going to come back on a little bit later, and I'm going to show you how I surf the web, and you will see what's going on if you know what you're looking for. But you got to look into the religions, the bloodlines, the apocalypse. People are like, why are you talking about that? This is what I'm trying to tell you. I was a Catholic. I did not know anything about Jewish religion or any other thing at all. What I've learned in the last few years is we've been lied to. That's it. We are more spirit and body, and we have more power in our minds than we know, but they did not want us to know that. So with this time and day and age of the internet, this is why we're trying to get all this information out. And being that everybody says, oh, you're full of baloney. Well, half of America doesn't want to get vaxxed, and half did. So half of America knows what's going on, and half doesn't. And if you look around the world, people, go on YouTube, go on whatever, the internet, around the world, they're having vaccine mandate marches. Everything is nice and peaceful all around the world. But if you've seen that on TV here, you don't see any of it. You have to search. And then here, to go back to religion here, the NWO, they want to make this whole thing a one world government, a one world religion, everything. They want to make anybody, you're an enemy of the people. They're going to lock you in, and it's all set in stone already. I will show you that part later on. I got more information. But yeah, just if people want to start checking it out, I would like somebody, if there's anything else that we can talk about, or somebody wants to get me on, a show or something, we want to do anything, I want to try and hook up with a few people. All right. Everybody have a good day. And that's it. All righty. So long.